Hello everyone and welcome back to Parkitect, where we are in Disaster Peaks and all we need is about 75 more guests in order to finish off this piece of the campaign. Now unfortunately we have missed the time trial portion of it. It is February of year 3 and the goal was to finish by the end of January of year 3. So we've missed it, but we're turning a really good profit. This definitely seems to have been the best way to run this park. At least that I've tried. It's got an achievement called Thrill Seekers, so that's pretty cool. So we just need to get a few more people through our doors. And, you know, a good way to do that is with advertisements, and we have tons of advertisements going. But the next best way to do it is, of course, to build more rides. So, do we have anything we haven't built? I feel like we've probably built just about everything, with the exception, of course, of coasters. What did you just finish? The junior coaster. Because, yeah, our advertisements are ending, and they're not super duper popular. They're not super effective, I guess would be a more accurate description. What if I just demolished like all of this pathway? No, I don't want to include that. Dang it. So we could probably put that over here if we just, you know. No, I don't want all of. Why does it keep on taking? We don't want it underground. I didn't want it above ground either, but okay. So yeah, right now our everything is plummeting. Essentially because the advertisement has ended. We are in trouble because now people aren't coming at the same rate as they once were. People aren't coming into the park. So we need to just, you know, start a new advertising campaign. We do still have a park advertisement going for a couple more weeks also, and we just built a new roller coaster, so you know that's a good deal. What are they making now? A vertical drop coaster. They're in a design period. So, I mean, new coasters usually bring in people. Junior coaster, maybe slightly less likely, but you never know. How much do we need for this guy? Like 6 grand. Like 7-ish grand. Definitely don't have that much, not yet anyway. I don't think our ratings are in any trouble. We're doing pretty well overall. But we do need to get the 750 guests, which we're struggling with. Park advertisement ended. That's right, the cheapest park advertisement is extremely expensive. So let's try hot drinks. We're gonna do 3 months on television. It only costs $60. Very inexpensive to advertise for a a shop. Glad we're not advertising burgers because they are out of stock. What are people thinking? It's taking longer. Where's the next toilet? We're gonna get something to drink around here. I mean, the answer's right up here. We could have a second food court, but like what? This would be like a decent spot. Like, putting one out here would be a huge mess. Unless we could get one, like, all the way over here. But, we're down to, like, 600 people, so we're really struggling in the whole scheme of things. So we can see how effective things were. Like, burgers was very effective, hot drinks was effective, floorless coaster wasn't that effective, Enterprise was somewhat effective. So I think it has to do with, like, the age of the ride and probably also the ride type compared to the type of advertisement that you run. Oh, we already built this coaster, the one we were looking at. It's right here. But we're about to get a new one, and we've got a decent amount of money. So, I'm actually going to increase this to 200. And once we get this coaster, I'm going to go ahead and switch it back to thrill rides, because I think we have all the coasters we need. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to 750 in this episode. I was thinking it was going to happen like any second now. But, you know, you can't always get what you want. Alright, so what, we've got the vertical drop coaster? Yeah. This one costs 8,000. This one's 7,1. This one's 9, so we can afford this guy. We just gotta find a place we can put him. There was a spot. Perfect. We spent all of our money, but it's fine. Let's move our exit over to this side. No, come on. You know better than... come on, you can do this. There we go. Wow, this one's also $6. I mean... it's a little rough, I think. So let's just do it like that. There we go. Open this up. We definitely want to run a campaign on it because clearly 750 is just a challenging goal to get to. What if we did television? Yeah, we can afford it, right? Yeah. So let's go. We got television campaigns now. And it goes through this quite literally, but it seems like they allow that. So... we've got very high excitement, high intensity, and only medium nausea, and a medium decor rating because it goes through this building. So hopefully everybody's going to love it and pay us lots of money and go on it. We could start up campaigns for like everything again with mild effectiveness, but it looks like we're bringing in a fairly steady pace of people. Or bringing in people at a fairly steady pace. Better way to say that. People can afford bamboo boa, but nobody thinks it's overpriced. A couple people think this is a good deal. I'll up it a little bit. And honestly, we're making a lot of money now, so I can even give them more to get stuff out faster. Alright, hot drinks was pretty effective at its advertising. In fact, they are out of stock, so that's not good. That is not good. We could probably put a bathroom out here, I suppose. Yes, let's put it underwater. There we go. We got to 750. Now we just gotta hold it there, and we'll be a-okay. My concern is, okay, we're decently over it now. We were only at like 760 when this started, but now we're at like 780. Because obviously we do have to hold everything for 3 weeks to win. But this park was a tough one, guys. It was not an easy one to pull off. Obviously we didn't do it in our time limit, which I'm really sad about. But we tried our best. That's all we can do. We might come back to this one. We'll see. If we need to. Or if we want to. This one was really stressful also. Most of the other parks haven't been stressful. Like, this is stressful. We're losing a whole bunch of rides. People can't ride a lot of this stuff in the thunderstorm. Like, so few things run. The merry-go-round runs, the teacups can run, this can run, the swinging ship can run. This one's running, probably only because people got on the ride before the thunderstorm started. There we go, it's over now. We dropped to 800 guests. We're dropping. We're dropping. Do not let this fall apart. Start a park campaign just to make sure. Let's look at all the people leaving. Alright, we're right there. Here we go. I'm sad that we didn't get all the non-optional goals by January, but it's just the way it is. I can't do anything about that at this point. So we're gonna go ahead and quit back out, and we'll see what's next in our campaign journey, and we'll get it started in this episode. Okay, so it's going somewhere new, and it leads to sheer cliffs. So that's not what we're going to do next. We will do it after this one, Robo Park. So we need to build a state-of-the-art amusement park featuring expensive high-tech rides and roller coasters on an empty peninsula that's previously been used as a research facility. So our scenario, have at least 600 guests in your park, have no loan debts, have an overall park rating of 80%, have profit from rides of at least 1,500, optional, have 200 guests in your park, and complete all non-optional goals by the end of September, year 3. So let's get started. So we need to maximize our ride profits here. That's our chief concern. We start with $25,000, so that's pretty good. Let's find the entrance to our park. We have a lot of water. Okay, this is probably our entrance. It definitely actually is. So let me just take a look. So we need to deal with some stuff where we're actually gonna demolish this. We're gonna put in staff stuff. So we're gonna have our first kiosk, and of course our first food court, which is actually awful. We've got no shops, so we're gonna start off with some shop availability. Like, that is ridiculous. But for now, it's gonna have to do. Hopefully we'll get a few more things in the relatively near future. So let's go ahead. We're gonna set up like we're gonna put stuff in there soon, even though it's up in the air when we will do it. So let's go ahead, and I want it to like match this stuff. So I'm gonna put in space for 3 more potentially. We're gonna grab the same color scheme. Oh, and I forgot to put one there. Obviously we need a staff room. So it's really just very open and pretty flat. This park is going to be fairly simple in that case. It's a little small, so we always have to be concerned when the park is really small. But this even isn't that small. let's just go ahead and make sure all of this is covered up. So let's go ahead and tell our customizable shop to be a vending machine, essentially. And let's hire some janitors, hire some haulers, hire some mechanics, and hire some security, as we do. Now, like, we have very little. We have to build this park from the ground up, and it's not gonna be easy. If I have any guess, that it's gonna actually be pretty difficult. But we obviously want to get everything up and running. We want to get roller coasters in, because you saw that we need to have a large ride profit margin. So we want to make sure that we are making a lot of money from our rides, and we need to make sure that we don't have rides that aren't making money. So we've got Wild Mouse and hydraulically launched coasters available to us. So let's see what we can build fairly inexpensively. So Launch Force looks like a big guy. He's $8,000, but I think he might be worth every penny. I don't know if we want to put him this close in. We'll do that. And we'll not remove the entrance. We will move the entrance. So we can maybe put some decor in there. Cause let me double check already. Park rating does need to be high. When we get 200 guests, we unlock a new coaster type. I'm gonna up this to $8. Because I think we're gonna be able to justify that as an entrance price really quickly. Just through purchasing of things. Oh, if it were a little bit smaller, we could put it there. Inverted dark ride. Let's go ahead and put this here. There we go. So I want it to look like this. And then we're gonna move our pathway further out. So we'll open this guy up. We'll open this guy up. And we'll put in a Wild Mouse for sure also. Because roller coasters are where it's at. So no, I want it without scenery. Put that here. So just like that. Wow, $8 for that mouse coaster? Surprised, but okay. If people pay it, boat transport, that's cool. And potentially necessary. I mean, I guess not necessary, but... Oh, we've got no water rides. That could be something for us to work on. I don't know if we want an observation tower. It seems kind of... just meh. What? I said place. Place. Thank you. So we'll do that. We'll open that. So we'll put in our queue. We don't want to cut off too many points of like exit for pathways. We also definitely want to put in like benches and whatnot. What are these benches? They're interesting. We can keep the theming. But I mean, you know, so far the park is pretty small. And then we do need more trash bins. But we do have a very small park thus far. We can work on some like nice decor while things get started. Very briefly here, the park is open. We'll see if people are okay with the $8 entrance fee. People might not be. I'll decrease it to 6. That's all for now. So we want to work on some decor. I don't know what we have available to us. Not a lot. We do have props. Oh, we have effects. I don't know if the effects are worthwhile. Maybe we can like make our park fiery, I suppose. Let's get fired up. Seems very dangerous. I'm putting fire very close to everybody. So I don't know. I don't know about that. Spark emitter seems extremely dangerous. We could just in like our little area have jumping fountains. Those are cute, like in our food court area. We'll put those in. Like, what increases decor a lot is structures. You know, like a building. So we're probably gonna need to do something like that. Just to increase our decor, if that's something we're focused on. Which maybe it's not. What? This is still bad? Why? I don't want this to be bad. So I think we need to increase our wall height. Yeah, but sure enough that fixed it. So we have really good decor here because there is a building. So we could try and put more. But people seem to be enjoying themselves thus far. Everyone thinks park entrance is a good deal, so we're taking back up to 8. And we've got a decent little park going here in Robo Park. But I am going to end this episode here. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, I'm the Purple Pegasus, and I'll see you guys in the next one.